Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Khalija Ishaq and my partner Azra will conduct this interview with our guest today, which is my classmate from Bachelor in Counseling, and we will talk about the activity after 5. So thank you very much to our guest, Ms. Nurin Kamilia, who is willing to spend together her time with us. So how are you, Nate?
Yeah, Alhamdulillah. I'm fine, and thank you for inviting me as your panel for your group discussion today.
Okay, good. Thank you. So we don't have so much time. So we just have a short interview with you about a pet, which I know you have a lot of a lot of cats, and it's really interesting to know about it. So without wasting time, for the first question, um, I would like to ask you about what is the difference before and after having a pet, and how it will affect our emotions and also attitudes.
Okay, thank you for the question. And the question is, what is the difference before and after having a pet? So my answer is before I would just play with other inanimate object, and yes, it was nice. But after having a cat, it feel like I have the cutest furry friend to play with, to look after, to take care of their health, and to feed them. So it's changed my emotion by feeling that I am not alone when I have my cat by my side. At least something else to talk beside human. Yes, it sounds like crazy or weird to all of you, but I feel like my cat understand me whenever I talk to them. So they are the best listener at time, and my cats also make me become more disciplined. Why more disciplined? Because I need to fit my time for morning, for afternoon, and for their supper to to clean their mess and to give them their food and medicine. So before I bed, I need to make sure they are safe at their place and they have food to eat and drink. So my cat are basically a big part of my family too, because our daily routine revolve around them too, and vice versa. So that's my answer for the first question.
So it makes you discipline, right? So why pets can be a good friend of humans?
Okay, why pet can be a good friend to human? Because pet are very good listener. Like I mentioned previously, pet could be your companion when you are sad. Pet could cheer you up by their cheekiness, and pet could be your playmate. And also pet can be your best friend, because when you sad or you have something to share, you maybe can talk to cat and share whatever you want to share. They are very good listener for me.
Okay,
Yeah, perfect.
so there are a few questions to ask you, but I leave it to my friend Azra.
The next question is, why choose cat as a pet instead of other animal?
Okay, why I choose cat? Because cat are adorable and they are fun to play with, and I don't let insect because I feel like it's sometimes ugly for me. And I try having rabbit before, but it doesn't last long. So far, in total, including all the cats and kitten that have passed away, I have about more than 80 cats at my house, and but the number keep on being around 20 to 30 each time because of the diseases and natural death of my cat. So I really do miss the one which passed away, because I know deep down in my heart that this cats are the blessing from Allah, and this cat would pray for my family. Hence the reason why we could keep on having cat or taking cats that people left in front of our gate. So total for now, for today is 25 to 28 cat in my house right now.
So many. Okay, next question is how you manage a cat so that cleanliness is always maintained.
As we know that cleanliness is the one of the most important things to take care of, because we have a special place, for me, for my family, we have a special place for our cat to eat and to sleep. So we would clean the place up twice daily. For the first one in the morning, and the second one in the afternoon, or maybe sometime we need to clean at night before we have our rest time. So the cleanliness is the most important things to take care of our cat.
Okay, the last question is what are the difference between processed food and fresh food and the effect of cat?
Okay. Before that, I want to share that our family have spent almost 800 to 1,000 per month for our cat food and for their medicine. So I want to share you. This is the example of wet food, which is the processed food. So this is their wet food, and it's very heavy. So this is the biscuit to feed for their supper or in the afternoon. Okay. So what is the difference of fresh food and processed food? Okay, so for the processed food like biscuit and wet food, it's just for their supplement or for their addition to their health, and uh, to addition for them lah. So we would carefully pick the brand and flavor based on review from other customer, because we cannot simply choose and just buy any of the processed food at the stall, because we need to focus to their dangerous of the processed food, and we need to prioritize our cat health. So for the fresh food, my family and I give our cat rice and fresh fish. So the fish are freshly boiled in the clean tap water daily to avoid bacteria and viral contamination. So that's my answer. Hopefully answer all of your question.
Thank you, Nurin. That's all the question for today. Thank you very much. And the conclusion is there are many advantages that having a pet that you said. So one of the advantage is to reduce our loneliness and stressful, right? So thank you for your
Yeah.
time and till we meet again. Bye.
Thank you
Thank you,
everyone and
Noreen.
have a nice
Thank
day.
you.
Okay.
Have a nice day. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. So we have to discuss about what we got in that interview. What I got from the guest just now, pets are kind of like a miracle. Why? Because when they can be a part of human life and uh, can be a close friend, be a best friend, good friends, right? So, and at the same time, we can find out how should keep the cleanness at the environment, and also all the cats, and as well as the care of food that needs to be emphasized. So, how about others? What do you think, guys?
Okay. From the first question, just she have said that uh, it can change by playing with cat, you can change the emotion because to avoid her from loneliness, right? So we are now in MCO, so we have no friend with surrounding. So after five when we finish our class, so when she play with the cat, so at least the emotion become more positive and the loneliness without friends may can replace with her cat. So it is very good to make her emotion more stable and gain the positive effect. That for me.
Okay, I think I agree with the point. I think it's a very good activity to do after five because, as she said just now, we need a listener, and when we tell our problems to the cat, it will release our stress, and the cat won't judge us like humans do, right? And I think it's a very good activity. If we have a pet, it will make us become more responsible because not everyone can take care of their pet carefully, because sometimes people they only want to have a pet but they do not care about their pet. For example, they do not they do not give the meal properly, or maybe they just let their cats go into the neighbor and create a problem at their neighbor house. And or maybe when the cats are sick, they do not take the cat to the vet. I think it's a good activity because it can increase the responsibility in ourselves, uh, and it need a big commitment. Like Nurin said just now, her family spend about 800 to 1,000 per month. I think not everyone can do that, so it's a good for us lah. Okay, that's all for me.
Okay. From the interview sessions, I realized that many benefits of having pets because we now in view of COVID-19 pandemic, so that we spend so many hours at home. So instead of doing activities that focus on our body, which is our physical, like cycling or playing badminton, I realized that by playing with pets or having them with us will make improve our mental health, which is this is view this due this pandemic. Most of us lost our job and got very depression because we can't do the usual uh, norm of life. So I realized that maybe who doesn't have pet should try to have them.
Um, okay. Is there any sounds from background? No, right? So I think
No.
from what our guest said just now, I think petting having a pet is really good activity, as she said just now. The cat is adorable and ador- excuse me, adorable, and they doesn't need oh no 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 although they require more energy to take care taking care of their cats, because I think overall I think having a cat is a good activity. That's all I think.
Okay, next, for me, having a pet is a good from physical and mental because of if we can bring the cat to the park for there to having a time we have a time with them instead of we jogging without any partner, so we have pet to bring around to walk around the park. And then the mental health about Melissa is quite good because it reduces our loneliness that instead of we playing handphone like watch YouTube that increase our mental health stress with the many info that bad for us. So having a cat is good for me. That's all from me.
Has anything you want to add?
No.
I
Nothing?
think maybe that's enough for our
Yes.
discussion because yeah, just we all know that having pet are very just good for our emotion because it can be our friend and uh also have some experiment from scientists also state that when the cat can gain absorb our negative like negative energy and the cat also can just release the positive for our body. So that's that I have read from I from some experiments that I did. So maybe this is our last discussion for our Let's After Five, and we have fulfilled three discussion and three interview. And today is the last. So anyone have any last speech?
So since this is the last video, so we would like to take this opportunity to thank to everybody here who gave good cooperation, and also to our lecturer, Mr. Shafiq Mazlan. And we hope that we have fulfilled all the tasks given. Anyone want to say something before we end this meeting? Nothing?
Nothing.
So we end this meeting here.
So we can end
Okay.
our meeting today. Thank you everyone, and thank you our lecturer. And give up a
Thank
small.
you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.
Thank you, everybody.